Hey everyone, if you were involved in Web 2.0 way back in the years 2003, 2001, 2002, and then watch Web 2.0 become not so much Web 3.0, but well, more along the lines of blogs and get identified names for platforms, blogs and social media. And now we have this overlay called the developing field of artificial intelligence. Well, okay, you might remember a web scraping site called Dabble and its CEO, Mary Hodder. I met Mary at of all places actually, the VloggerCon convention in San Francisco in 2006. And the idea at VloggerCon was, well, it's a convention of vloggers, but Mary was also introducing her web scraping business. And the idea basically was this, okay? Let's say that there was a website or a web page, website, and it had all of these cool photographs on it, and you wanted them. Well, using Dabble, you could scrape and get them. It was that powerful. I tested it on my site, Sports Business Simulations, as a dry run. Grabbed everything within minutes, got rid of it. Then a few years later, when I was a guest at Stanford Ventures, Startup Ventures, SSE Startup Ventures in Palo Alto, I met a man by the name of Mike Tung. And he talked to me about his company, Diffbot. She had just started in 2008. This was 2011, 2010. And the idea was basically, as he describes in my video, which you can see right there, he basically says, hey, look, let's say you're off drinking a beer. I'm paraphrasing because I came up with the beer analogy while I was talking with him, interviewing him. And meanwhile, you're concerned about what kind of information you need to gather and study for a particular test. You're not sure, you're not quite certain where to look given the subject matter. It probably is something very esoteric like, applications of system dynamics in the military in 1970, something like that, right? So you put Diffbot to work, and it goes and it finds your information throughout the web, searching every single page. Great idea, right? It was Dabble plus AI was the next step. Now, just this February, Mike got 10 million from Chinese, what's called the VentureBeat, Chinese venture capitalist Tencent, then Fellis Ventures, and Amplify Ventures. He scored a $10 million Series A round that was led by the Chinese VC. And in the New York Times, he told the author in a recent article that his objective now was to gather all information throughout the world, which kind of makes him kind of like Dr. Evil. Dr. Evil. Yes, because the New York Times article described this new overarching, just all gathering objective where he wants to create the Amazon of data. The Amazon of data. There's a danger in that because the data that, unless Mike has changed his API to make it more sophisticated, he wants to gather is copyrighted now, is personal and private. Look at that Hulk Hogan sex tape, right? So all over again, you could start this whole new skirmish over data use, privacy, and copyright. Mike better make sure he's got that worked out, or he could be sued up the yin-yang if his product works too well. But that said, congratulations to Mike. I can't wait to see how Diffbot grows. And you know what? He might want to give Mary Hodder a call.